Hello, everybody. I have my angle video project for you to see. I'm Mr. Kokotovich. I'm in Block W. Here's my picture. If you want to pause the video and try to solve this on your own, go for it. But if not, I want to get right into it. So what I did here is I looked at this intersection first. So I looked at A and 62 degrees and saw that angle A and 62 degrees were a linear pair because they are adjacent right next to each other and supplementary. So to solve for A plus 62 is equal to 180, A is equal to 118. Now, after 118, I saw, hey, that angle G and 118 are vertical angles. And they're vertical angles because they're opposite each other on an intersection of lines. And so I know that they have to be congruent. So G is equal to 118 degrees. Now, after these guys, I kind of wanted to make the jump over to D, but I realized I had to use some transversal knowledge and some parallel lines. So I saw these green lines as my parallel lines right here. And my transversal I saw was this red line. Now, 118 and D are on the same side of this red line, and they're on the exterior. So I know they're same side exterior angles. And on parallel lines, those are supplementary. So they must add up to 180. So to solve for D, D plus 118 is equal to 180. D is equal to 62 degrees. Now, after I solved for that, then I wanted to jump down here to F. I realized I probably have to use parallel lines again. So I'm going to use these as my parallel lines this time. And my transversal is this red line right here. And I saw that 62 and F were in the same relative location in the bottom right for each of these intersections. And so that tells me that they are corresponding angles. And they're corresponding angles on parallel lines, and therefore they are congruent to each other. So to solve for F, F is equal to 62 degrees. Yet another jump here. I wanted to jump from 62 degrees all the way to B. I realized I needed to use these as my parallel lines, L1 and L2. And then I realized that this line, L4, was going to be my transversal. So the red line is my transversal. 62 and B are on opposite sides of the red line, and they're on the exterior of the green parallel lines. So I know that they're alternate exterior angles. And because the lines are parallel, alternate exterior angles are congruent. So to solve for B, B is equal to 62 degrees. Now, after getting that 62 degrees right there, I knew that I could get C because they are a linear pair because they're adjacent and supplementary. So 62 plus C is equal to 180. C is equal to 118. After getting 118 right here, I saw a triangle. And I know that the three interior angles of a triangle must add up to 180 degrees because of the triangle angle sum theorem. So the three highlighted angles are the three interior angles of a triangle and therefore add up to 180 degrees because of the triangle angle sum theorem. So here's how I set up my equation. H plus 118 plus 14, all three angles must equal to 180. Combine like terms. H plus 132 is equal to 180. So H must be equal to 48 degrees after you subtract by 132 on both sides. So now that I have H is equal to 48, I then had to label this unnamed angle X. So I just put X right there just to mean that angle. And I saw that this unnamed highlighted angle X and 48 degrees were vertical angles because they're opposite of each other on an intersection of lines, and therefore they're congruent. X is equal to 48 degrees. Now that gave me 48 degrees, 118, and my last angle E, and these three are again three interior angles of a triangle. And due to the triangle angle sum theorem, these three angles must add up to 180 degrees. Look at my equation here on the left. 118 plus 48 plus E is equal to 180. Combine like terms, 166 plus E is equal to 180. E is equal to 14 degrees. And folks, I think that's all she wrote right there. I have all solved angles. Let me know if you have any feedback for me. Thank you very much for watching.